Okay, so I've let this completely cool down. I often add ice to help with the cooling process, and I'm gonna take the tea bags out. And then I'm just simply gonna pour the tea into the existing kombucha brew pot. Okay, so then I'm gonna let it brew for 7 or more days. I taste it. If it's too sweet, I let it keep brewing. And then if it's ready, then I'll harvest it again. Okay, so now I'm gonna answer some common questions. First of all, do you leave this open or do you cover it? So we cover ours. We just use a Norwex cloth because it has some antimicrobial factors. So it'll help keep anything out of here, including, if you are cooking, you don't want any oils or bacteria or anything splashed in here. You also could use a cheesecloth with a rubber band. That works well too. And then you don't want to store it in a metal container or use metal tongs to help with stirring or picking up the SCOBY. You really just want to use wood or glass, okay? All right, and then your SCOBY will continue to grow. And so what do you do when you want to share that? And you can basically split it into 2 or 4. And so once again, just make sure you wash your hands before you handle your SCOBY. And then you'll just pick it up. You can tear it into 2 or 4 pieces. You'll put it in a plastic bag, and then you can put some of the tea in there, and then you can share it with a friend. It tends to grow pretty quickly, so I could probably harvest it almost every time that I harvest tea, but I typically about once a month will divide my SCOBY and share it with somebody who wants one. Okay. Another commonly asked question is what type of tea I use to brew. So we recommend using black tea, green tea, or white tea, not using a fruity tea, and also being careful to use a tea that's not gonna leave behind leaves. You wanna make sure it's fully strained. So using a tea bag makes that really easy because you don't want like remnants of a fruity tea then potentially growing mold or things like that. One final question I get is what do I do if I'm traveling? So you can put this in your refrigerator and it will ferment slower. And it's the same in the winter, it will ferment slower. In the summer, it will ferment faster. So this will keep quite a while in your refrigerator if you need, and it will just slow that fermentation process down. So as long as you still have tea in your with your SCOBY, then you will be fine for a few days that you're traveling or even a week or 2. It'll be totally fine.